Hey all, how you doing? I just wanted to make a quick video about making a backdrop for filming. I have been thinking of buying different things like a curtain or something like that for backdrops, and none of the solutions seemed right. Some of them seemed too expensive, so I just wanted to show how to make something, a backdrop that cost me about $14. So what I went out and purchased today was a curtain, a brush, but more importantly, the dowel, right? I also purchased some shoelaces. These are things that a lot of people might have around the house. So if this is something that you have around your house, it might not even cost you anything. The most important thing is I wanted a curtain that was going to be matte, not too shiny, and have a rod pocket. Some other things you might need would be a drill and some drill bits, some screws. I wanted some really long ones, a push pin, and an iron for that curtain. So let's get to it. So the first thing I want to do is iron out the creases in this curtain panel. This is going to be our backdrop, so we want to make sure that it's as smooth as possible. Just as a side note, I chose this curtain not just because it had a rod pocket, so for like a dowel to go into, but also because it was fairly matte, like not shiny, and also because it was a color that I felt complemented my skin tone. Since it's going to be the backdrop for my YouTube videos, I wanted something that's not going to reflect the light. It's going to make my skin look really nice. The thing that's working for me is to put the iron all the way on high and put a hanky over the area that I'm going to iron so that I don't damage the synthetic fabric and, basically creating a sheen, melting it, or anything like that. It's also making so I can actually iron through some of those obnoxious creases that were really on before, and it was really hard to kind of get at those at a lower setting. So here we have the curtain where I'm going to hang the new curtain over. This is my closet here. I could technically film in front of this, but what I don't like is the curtain's so sheer you can kind of see all the junk in my closet. I also don't like that there's like the split here. Long story short, I would prefer just a matte background in a different color. So let's go ahead and try to hang that up. I've already pre-measured. I happen to know that the top panel of my molding here is 54 inches from end to end. That's actually the same exact size as my curtain. So I'm going to go ahead and pin the curtain. I'm going to try to do it in like 3 places. One at the very end, one in the middle. Alright, now that I've got everything pinned up, the next thing I want to do is secure it. It's going to be pretty simple. So I'm going to put this behind the curtain. I wanted a flat shoelace so that when I screw through it, it will be pretty flat. I'm going to leave maybe about 4 or 5 inches, maybe even like 6, of the shoelace out. Because my idea here is to use this shoelace to tie up the curtain when I'm not using it. So basically I'm creating a roll-up curtain as a backdrop. There we go, we've got it through. I don't know why I'm starting in the middle. Maybe that's a mistake. I haven't done this before, but I'm kind of just showing you my idea. Hopefully you can improve on it. So yeah, I've put one end of the shoelace behind the curtain. I'm going to go ahead and screw in the screw directly into the wall. It's drywall. Depending on your walls, you may want to use anchors. I don't really know why I'm not using anchors. I'm not too worried about it, not too bothered. You might notice that I went ahead and put the screw all the way through the curtain and the shoelace. There's this part here without any of the case here. So the idea is that this shoelace is not going to whip around as I'm putting it into the wall. The other thing that I want to note is that I'm putting this in as taut as I can. So we have 2 screws done already. And I just wanted to mention that the shoelace that I put through, that's not going to be visible. I can just tuck it behind the curtain and nobody's going to see it, even if I end up filming all the way up here. Alright, so I've got my backdrop installed. I like it, but what if I want to access my closet? Or what if, I don't know, I just want to roll it up for whatever reason? Well, that's actually where the dowel comes from. I bought this just because it was actually cheaper than buying just a dowel, and I know that I will use this for cleaning up around the house anyway. So let's take that off, and let's put it inside of the rod insert. So that's going to kind of keep it secured and nice and heavy. So it's nice and heavy rather, and that's going to keep it secured. The other thing is it'll really assist me in rolling it up. Now I can just leave it as is, or what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to staple it so that it's shut. So let's go ahead and staple it. I'll give it like 3 staples. You could sew it as well. The other thing is shoelaces were like a second or third option. I was thinking of sewing some magnets into some ribbon and putting the magnets, attaching the magnets to the screws after I roll it up. But yeah, you can do that. I was going for also Velcro cable ties, but I couldn't find any of those at my local shop, so I just got shoelaces instead. So I'm rolling this up now, and it's pretty easy to keep it crease free. I just kind of smooth out the edges as I'm going up. And yeah, it's looking pretty good. I don't think it's going to be in the way of anything later. Now that it's rolled up completely, if I wanted to tie it off, I can just use these shoelaces. So as you can see, I've tied up the backdrop just with a simple little bow. If you want a cleaner look, you could probably use cable ties or something like that. But I just wanted to do this project today. So so I just worked with what I had available at the shops near me. Anyway, hope that helps out. Have a good one.